Welcome to Spyborg, back day 3, Nighthawk number 2. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but I woke up and I wanted to get prepping. So we're gonna drill the rest of Nighthawk, and which wasn't much left, and then we'll prep it. Prep it. We'll do the dozing. Bit rate's in the red on my stream monitor. Oh, probably because it's loading, maybe. Oh, my screen. There we go. Alright, I think I got it now. Oh, my screen was doing some weird stuff. Alright, so did we ever fill the drill up? I think we did. Double check. Yep, it's full. Alright, cool. Yeah, I was falling asleep drilling. I was hoping to get the drilling done. Hey, no problem, man. I'm assuming this is one of your other accounts or something. But hey, no problem, man. Yeah, I was trying to say stuff, but I kept telling me I had to wait an hour, and I'd been up for like, yeah, I'd been up for like 23 hours or something, and I was like about to fall asleep. So I was like, all right, well, I can't wait an hour just to chat. So I just figured I'd send you a message and stuff. Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, I like to raise people also playing Gold Rush. I mean, all right. So let's drill up next to 235. We'll go through 186 to 138. Yeah, no problem, man. I wish I could have stuck around, but I was so tired, man. I was passing out in the chair. Big leaderboard push. I haven't even looked at today's leaderboard. Yeah, we're still up top, but Classy's pushing. I don't think Ganos has started pushing today yet. Yeah, I mean, it's just playtime. Probably got 3,000 plus hours in on the game. like the old grizzled vet who's played a long time. A lot of these people are, though. I mean, there's some new faces, but most of the people have put in, 1,000 hours or so. There's a lot of people that are really good at this game that are sitting on the sidelines too. They're not in the leaderboard. This leaderboard. There's one guy I've never beat, and there's one guy I've never beat, and he's not even playing right now. Yeah, there's a couple of seasons Common and I have gone head to head for like the whole season, just and he always seems to come out on top. And then of course, most people know Splitting too. He's pretty good too. Let's see. Can I get over there to those two squares? Yeah, I mean, biggest thing with leaderboard is it's just time, man. You got to put in the time. A lot of hours. To get on it, it's not that bad, but to be up top, it's a lot of hours. And honestly, you get the same thing for first, you get for 10th, you get the same skin. So, I mean, hmm. How long you been playing Gold Rush? Oh, Full Tilt Gaming. Here, let me put his name in there. Actually, let me do one better. Yeah, you'll have to find his Gold Rush stuff. It's like 3 years old or something. I mean, it's not about time. It's just about, there's a lot of things that, I mean, it's more about just what do you know? What were we doing here? U61. hopefully 165. Yeah, right now a lot of it is just, I mean, you start off on Nighthawk, right? A lot of it's just getting a tier 5 and getting, high level workers. No matter how good you are, if there's someone else that's even close to you and they have level 3 workers and you have level 1 workers, they're going to beat you every time. Uh, with level 1 workers, your clean out per set of mats is probably be like 110, 120 ounces on Nighthawk on tier 5. Uh, with workers, it's like 150, 160, somewhere in there. You see, now it's one that's like 200. It's like 150 to 200 depending on the dirt you're in. Whereas it's like 100 to about 120 depending on what your dirt you're in with level 1 workers. It's just amazing how much having all the workers and having them all leveled up for your wash plant. Um, there's a million ways to do it. One of the ways is now with the drilling concept, you can drill until you get like 500,000 or 600,000. Uh, it only works really at the beginning when you have no rents on equipment and stuff because you have to turn in your equipment rent. But I guess you could turn them all in, uh, but you can turn them all in and then do it. But basically, what you do is you sell all your equipment, so all you have is a hog pan. Uh, I think it's let me go check. It's either the hog pan or the hog pan container. One of them's cheaper. Let me fast travel back to the claim and I'll go look. Either it's oh, I'm in the drill thing. Fast travel in the drill. There we go. There. There's a hog pan sluice guy. He's 176 a day. I think it's the hog pan container guy. Pretty sure it's the hog pan container guy. Anyway, you get a hog pan container and you put it on your claim. Um, and then you just fast forward days until you get a worker and then you hire him. And then you fast forward, it's usually like 2 to 3 more days. You basically just go to the camper and sleep till dawn. And then you get another worker. Uh, and eventually, you probably want about 13 to 15 workers. If you're doing the hog pans themselves on tier 5, like I don't run the hog pans at the bottom of tier 5, but if you run the hog pans at the bottom of tier 5, you're gonna need to add 4 more workers to what I just told you. Because I don't use them. And you could actually make your 4 lowest ones at the end, those guys. Basically, you level them up all the way to level 3, and once you level them to level 3, you can retrain them to whatever you need them. Yeah, it's pretty cheesy. The other way to do it, and it's a little bit more expensive, is you can, instead of putting a hog pen container, you can rent whatever piece of equipment it is. The proper way to do it is like, once you've gotten rid of all your equipment, right, and you've got workers unlocked, when you unlock workers, make sure you have a piece of equipment on, because when you unlock workers, you get a free worker. So make sure you have a piece of equipment on the claim, and then that'll give you one of whatever it is. So like if you have a duplex jig, it'll give you a duplex jig worker, and then you could fast forward like 3 days and get a second duplex jig worker. You're not hiring them yet, you're just getting them in the waiting queue. And if you don't like that duplex jig worker, you just fast forward another 3 days until another one pops in with a higher percentage. Again, you're not hiring them. The only thing you're paying for is, well, the duplex jig, yeah, all you're paying for is the rent on the duplex jig for a few days. So you do that, and then after like the first piece, which usually I start with like the TDJ because the TDJ is real cheap. After that, you go sell you go sell that first piece of equipment, and then you fast forward 3 days. You won't get a worker, but when you go buy the piece of equipment, a worker will pop in for that piece of equipment. So when you go rent it, you just go rent it, and then the worker will pop in, and then you sell it back, and then you fast forward 3 days, and you go get another piece of equipment, and the worker will immediately pop in for that piece of equipment. So you can especially pick all your workers that way. And then you can either hire them all at once and start playing, or you can hire them all at once and fast forward like a season, and they'll all be almost level 3. I think I got what I need here now. So that's another way to do it. Yeah, this gives up the waterfall quite a bit. But yeah, that's the way to get all your workers leveled. Um, yeah, if you drill for like 2 hours, you should get about 700, 800K in nuggets, and you can do that. And then if you rent everything on the last day of winter before permafrost, uh, it's only about 85K for all of tier 5. Actually, for the main pieces, if if you bought everything else, it's probably only about, in fact, I know it's only 75 because I did that currently. It's only 75,000 a day for tier 5. And then being on Nighthawk, if done all your drilling and you know where the gold is, you can easily make, 150 ounces, with a clean out. You cover your rental costs, and the rest is all profit for the day. All right. Up there, this is probably 12 to 13,000. Depending on how you play, I didn't get a chance to stick around. You were trenching in something uh when I was watching. I'm guessing you use the front loader, so you probably don't. I don't know if you need the doze or not. All right, so we need to go down about 4 meters. 4 meters seems probably about best. Yeah, in case you weren't aware, the prices range from midsummer, the 2 days in the middle of summer and the highest, to uh, the last day of winter is the cheapest. First day of spring and the last day of autumn are about the same, or they should be the same. One time, somebody actually charted it out what the cost was every day. And at some point, somebody charted out what the best cost days were for selling gold. I don't worry about that. I just sell gold the day I need to sell it. Especially with Nighthawk. Once you get on tier 5 on Nighthawk, you're pretty much set. And now with getting nuggets from drilling, endless supply of nuggets from drilling, even if you get into trouble, just rent a drill and drill yourself out of it, literally. Like if you don't think you're going to make it, um, just rent a drill and a half hour drilling or like a quarter, 6 hours of 6 or 8 hours of game time. It's like 30 to 40 minutes. I mean, you could make 200, 150, 200,000 nuggets just from drilling the same holes you've been drilling. What we got? I need a mechanic. I got you. Yeah, I pretty much went from the hog pen and just started drilling until I got about 700,000 nuggets and then skipped everything all the way to tier 5. But I mean, it's comfort level. I've been playing a lot. I know it, I already know kind of how things go. What were we doing? Bulldozer. I just sold my drill. That's funny. Oh well. Workers. I should have a bulldozer worker here somewhere. I said it right. I was sitting there talking, not paying attention. Yeah. It's really bothering me. It's not putting anything next to where I need it to. Let's move the truck out of the way. I think that's part of the problem. Yeah, a lot of people with the front loader, they don't even really bother with they don't even really bother with dozing. Yeah, but if you ever have questions, man, feel free to pop in. Um, People like to watch Gold Rush, and there's not too many people that like to stream it. So, uh, as long as you're if you're streaming it, people will pop in and they know a lot. Like the community knows a ton. Every a good majority of stuff I figure out is because the community figured it out and came in and was like, "Hey, try this." I was like, "What? No, it can't work." They're like, "It does." All right, I want to try something. Uh, it's 3:58. What time is it? Real time. 2 o'clock my time. I'm gonna try doing this a little bit differently. See what time it takes. No, not because the way this is laid out, it won't do me any good. All right. Usually, most of the time when I'm dozing, I just come down here to like the flattest part and I doze from there, or from the lowest part and I doze from there. But yeah, if you're front loading, I don't know that, I don't know how much you need to doze. A lot of people that front loader aren't dozing. They turn enough yards to where with the front loader to where that um, they really don't feel they need to doze. I think dozing is one of those things where if you do doze, you can, and you turn that kind of yardage, you could turn crazy amounts of gold. But they prefer not to, so it's how you want to play the game. It's really the important thing. Alright, I'm gonna do some creative accounting. So, yeah, oh, I need to go here. I have 6 workers. My bulldozer workers like really low level, but I want to be able to auto refill my workers. So I'm gonna go rent a bulldozer for him to sit on, and then I'm gonna retrain one of my level 3 guys, uh, one of my Frank guys, to a bulldozer guy for now. And let's put my 2 Franks over there. Put the front end loader over there. Big excavator over there. Upgrade one more time. And there should be another Frank in here. There. Now I can assign all my workers. Alright. Let's get my paint fixed. It's already set for Christmas. Actually, I like the Halloween look on him. So we're gonna paint him on Halloween. We just found out last night the Halloween decoration, it actually has bones going down the belt, so you can see the belt moving, which is really cool. I haven't found anything else that does that. Let me get my paint job on the excavator. Front end loader will run that paint job. Bulldozer will run that paint job. And then Nighthawk will run that paint job. You know, a lot of this stems from just having too much money right now. I can do crazy crap like reassign workers at the drop of a hat. Workers. Assign you. Your shaker. TJ. TJ. Duplex. Duplex. Front end loader. Steve Sluice. Trammel. Frank. Assign you. Rear belt. Frank. Assign you. Retrain you as a bulldozer. Yeah, once they're level 3, you can kind of move them around if you need to. It resets them to level 70. For what I'm doing, I don't really care. Yeah, see, now my level 3 is assigned to Nighthawk, and we'll put the other guy on the one on Old Arnold that's just sitting there. The reason this is important, if you have 6 workers assigned, first of all, you get less fuel usage. And second of all, any level 3 workers will you can auto refuel. Basically, when it runs out of fuel, you just turn the machine back on, it'll start right back up and fill up the tank. Costs like $1,000. Costs like $1,000, but that's better than having to go find a fuel tank and stop what you're doing, in my opinion. Little tips and tricks. I don't know if they fixed it, but one time, if you ran the match to the Nuggetator, you got like a 5% gold bonus out of it. So, as much as I hate the Nuggetator, uh, I used to hate it. I think I'm more accustomed to it now. This is what we're gonna be doing for the next couple hours. I don't have any statistical evidence, but to me, it seems like, and I hate bulldozing. Like, bulldozing is one of my least favorite parts of this game. It's boring, it's monotonous. You're not getting any gold, so there's no excitement of it. Hey, at least I'm accumulating gold or anything like that. It's just dead time. It's literally like a couple of hours of just you going in circles with a bulldozer. So it's one of my least favorite parts of it, but it gets rid of all the extra dirt that you would have to run through the plant. And being an excavator worker, it makes it so the dirt's not too deep on the bottom. So, like, if I didn't doze and I was trying to use the excavator, I would literally have to basically. It'd take me twice as long to clean up the bottom of the claim. So I would probably lose like 15, 20 hours extra just by not spending those 2 hours. So I'd probably still bulldoze even if I was using a front loader just because uh, I don't like to run dirt that's not of a certain caliber. Like, I want to run dirt as close to 1.6 to 2 ounces per cubic yard through the plant. The closer I get to, like, I usually like my gold total to be somewhere around 40% to half of what my total yardage is. I don't like to run where I'm getting like if I run 3,000 cubic yards, I want to get at least 1,400 ounces for the day. I don't want to run 3,000 cubic yards and get 1,000 ounces. So very, very particular about bulldozing, even though I hate it. But it's all preference. If you don't want to do the bulldozing and you just want to get started on every claim, go ahead. That's a lot of overburden that you're moving, but I'm not sure that you're not benefiting by just doing that because front loader moves so much more yardage than the excavator. I'm just an old school excavator guy who can't give it up. Anyway, that's my rants and raves. If you have any specific questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Oh, cool, man. All right, man. Take it easy. It's nice to meet you. And yeah, if you're streaming when I get off, I'll make sure I hit you up with a raid. There's somebody playing Gold Rush, but they didn't look like they spoke English, so I wasn't sure about whether I should raid him or not. But yeah, if you're streaming Gold Rush when I get off, I tend to make sure I raid Gold Rush. Otherwise, I usually send people off to that leave people to their own devices. I don't usually raid other things. What are you doing, sweetie? Want to get a lap? Come on, Bill. Come on, puppy dog. Come on. Oh, you. There you go. There's been no other dog in this lap but you. All right, fine. She's got to inspect the lap, even though she was just here 5 minutes ago. She's like, another dog could have broken into the house and climbed into your lap. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember that one. I got you. Yeah, I have to cook a turkey tomorrow. That's one of the reasons I'm up so early after I just went to bed is I need to get my schedule straight so I can cook a turkey at a reasonable time. I'm the turkey chef. Been deep frying turkeys for 20 years, so pretty much turn out a perfect deep fried turkey every time. Alright. This claim's, the gold swath on this claim's wider than the last one. This looks like a pretty good map. I think there's probably like 15, 16,000 in this one. We'll see tail of the tape at the end. It tells us we got 10,000 off the first one, so, and that one was kind of poor. This one's a little bit more gold rich, it seems. Seems like it, but the outer edges are kind of poor, so we'll have to see what the total is. I know when we got done with the base, which is not the waterfall, we had 8,000 last time, so that'll be a good precursor for us to know how much we had. Yeah, I'm still adamant they need a steamroller that you can run over the top of this, with pretty good speed. Have it have like front loader speed, which is pretty good. Just put a flattener on the front, where when it rolls over, it just literally flattens the terrain. Yeah, that right there is why I wanted the level 3 worker on the bulldozer, so when I run out of fuel, I can just, auto refill. Auto refill. I don't know who's lurking, so in case you're wondering how that works, you have to have 6 vehicle workers assign 2 vehicles out on a claim somewhere. Like I have 5 of them on Old Arnold, and 1 of them here. And the worker that you want to auto refill has to be level 3. The others do not. They can be level 1. Doesn't matter. Only the one that's auto refill has to be level 3, or that you want to auto refill with. All right. We're gonna have a lot of money left over when we get ready to go do our thing. I'm trying to debate whether I want to buy like the reinforced trauma on the duplex jigs or the gravel pumps. before we put the plan together. I think with the nuggets from the drilling, we should easily be able to afford that and not be any kind of bench. Then the only thing we'd be renting would be the Glacier Creek. It's like 35,000 or 30,000 a day or something. And then next reset next reset we'll buy the Glacier Creek. I think that's probably the way to go. You could do it in reverse. We could buy the Glacier Creek and like the reinforced trial one, just rent the gravel pumps. I guess it matters either way. I mean, we'll probably, yeah, I don't guess it matters either way. I was thinking maybe the Glacier Creek so we didn't have to buy a replacement engine for it, but I mean, even a reinforced engine's only 100,000. Instead of buying a reinforced, we'll just buy a normal engine, knowing we're not going to keep it, and that should last. I mean, it's only 10 grand for a normal engine, and we know it's going to last through a clearing. So yeah, if the engine goes, when the engine goes, I guess, just buy a normal one because we know we're turning it back in after this clear. See, chat, you talked it out with me, explained the logic of it, and we figured it out what we're gonna do with that. Oh man, well, we sold that. I guess we sold back that reinforced spring that we bought because I forgot it was still in the claim when I reset. So we're still gonna need a reinforced spring. It was weird that one spring popped early and that other spring uh, made it through the whole season. So I guess that one spring probably just made more checks or something, or more, more successful non-deterioration checks. I guess it may have also, when it was about to break, made that check where it has a 50% chance of rebounding to 30 points or to 30% durability. So it may have made that check, a few times. I don't know. But the springs aren't expensive. They're like 7, 8 grand. Now that we're getting in the summer, they're probably closer to 10. But it's not like we're hurting for money. We're about to hit a point where we don't know what to do with all the money. So pretty much once you buy Nighthawk, it all goes that way. I mean, when you're not paying 45% royalty and you're pulling in 1,500 ounce, 13 to 1,500 ounces in a game day every 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, to buy everything you need, including 4 francs, is only like 5, 6 million. So I mean, if you're doing like 1,300 ounces and you put an 8 hour day in, I mean, that's almost exactly what you need to buy all the equipment you need in the game. So At that point, it's pretty much game over, GG. You're just stacking up the gold for no reason. Alright. Alright, dog was climbing out of the lap. So hold down the gas, but I had to lift my other arm so she could get out, so I didn't have my other arm on the controls. Other hand on the control. She likes hanging out in the lap, but she'll get under the blanket, she'll get warm, and then she'll go across my. I have a table next to my chair that's just far enough away to where she can step over onto the bed. So she'll walk across the table onto the bed, and then she'll flop out on the bed for like 20 minutes until she cools off. Then she'll come back. It's a vicious cycle. It's a cycle of life for my dog. Come hang out with daddy, go lay out in the bed, come back and hang out with daddy. It's a tough life. And then the Chihuahua I got, her name's Peanut. I call it Peanut. I don't even know. I forget what name my niece gave her. Her actual name, but I call it Peanut. She's constantly on the footrest. She doesn't move. She's always on the footrest. Mm. Looks like we're gonna finish this waterfall area well before we finish the rest of the claim. Which is okay. Once we finish the waterfall, we can focus on the lower area. It'll go faster. I'm going to say we should be hitting rock soon, like the bedrock soon on the sides here. When we do, that's pretty much going to split this into several. Like it's gonna make it to where we should just finish off the top part. Should probably just finish off the top part anyway. It's getting to the point where they're separated so much it doesn't make any sense for me to not do that. Dang it. Anyone does that. Yeah, we're renting that second bulldozer, but uh, the rest of that rental is really just Glacier Creek, Trammell, two gravel pumped. And I hate as dark as it is, and I hate all the rain. So that's awesome. I'll take my headphones off for a while. I forgot. I don't really run headphones when I'm playing Gold Rush for the most part, unless I'm in Discord talking to somebody while I'm playing. Got used to wearing headphones again playing Ark, because you got to be able to hear around you. Yeah, you want to be able to hear when predators are aggroing and that kind of stuff. So for Ark, it's kind of want it, but for this game, I've heard the sounds a million times. I don't need to hear it some more. If I can break through over here. I don't think I can break through in any kind of time frame that would make it useful. It's about everything I've tried with dosing to try to make dosing faster is just taking more time. And then you still have to dose. So yeah, you can't really see. We're hitting that edge of the rock over there. Fortunately, it's too dark for anybody to see. I can kind of see it, but it's hard to see. I think the best thing to do would be to back up and hit it from the same angle again. Otherwise, you just push dirt out over into it. All right. Yeah, because of the angle we're hitting that, because we're hitting that ground or the bedrock, I'm gonna back up and work in that direction again. Otherwise, if you look, you can kind of see where we've been touching the edge of the bedrock. I want to keep working that edge. Like I said, if I push back dirt the other way, it'll just like cover up that edge. Well, it's my dad's birthday. He was born the day before Christmas. My grandmother got a Christmas present. That stinks for him because the birthday kind of gets overshadowed by Christmas. I always try to make sure we always get him two presents, one for his birthday, one for Christmas. I usually try to get him something personal and then just get like a gift card for the rest of the family, go out to eat or something for Christmas. It took us right at 2 hours to doze last time. Oh, my text message is going off. All right. Yeah, I was gonna tell you guys what I got him for his birthday, but I don't want to spoil it. I don't think he's listening, because they don't really watch the stream, but on the rare random case that he might be, I want to give it away. Streaming is kind of something I do on the side. I don't really tell my family about it. It's not really a career choice for me. You know, they like to hear about my job and everything. This is more like a hobby and more like community building for me. Having the family text, "Happy birthday, Pop! Happy birthday, Dad!" All that stuff's going on right now. That's what you're hearing in the background. Let me look at that real quick. Is Classy actively clearing? Yeah, I figured that was going on. How do you spell bourbon? Is it just Burbon? That's BourBon. I knew there was a U in there, or a O and a U. Dang. People ask me if I speak English. I tell them, dang it, I closed my chat. I'm just 0 for 2 today. Could have been. So if you're saying something in chat, I'll be right back. Because I messed that up pretty good. Yes, Twitch. Thank you. Reader dashboard so I can see the chat. Thank you. Alright. We got the chat back up. Let's pause the feed so I don't watch myself play. Yeah, Classy is pushing on that claim. I thought so. Dang it. They're having fun. Alright. Am I up a layer? Or is that just, might be up a layer. I don't really care. Alright, so the forearm part of the waterfall is clear. Now we're kind of working the upper shoulder. And then work the body of the claim with it. So. Been dozing for about an hour now. Yeah, yes. Probably don't need to be coming up this high anymore now that we're past the edge of that. I need to be pushing all the way to that ball every time. A lot of wasted time dozering. Dozering is one of those stuff, if you don't do enough, uh, you can waste a lot of time because you either try to work around it, which wastes time while you're digging, or you have to bring the dozer back out, fix it. So, like when I'm dozing, I try to make sure that I've cleared enough space for the excavator behind squares. So, like when I'm dozing, I'm also paying attention to how I would excavate this to make sure that uh, I create enough room for the excavator to be behind the squares as I'm finishing up. Like in this area I'm going now, I'm heading basically from the front of the claim to the back of the claim is how I'm going to be digging. As we get up to the waterfall, the transition is going to be I'm going to be heading digging more north. Like I'll need to clear behind the squares now because I'll be starting to move north into the waterfall. And then the waterfall, I have to make sure there's clearance behind the squares because I'm going to be digging back that way. Let's see if I can explain what I mean. So on the gold map, when I first start, I'll be clearing all this area, and then I'll start with these three squares, and I'll start working back. Okay. Well, as I expose this square, I'm gonna need this square behind it to be clear so that I can come around this side and start digging in this way with the excavator to expand it. And then, like this square right here, I need to make sure this square is empty behind it so I can get all this square with the excavator because I need somewhere for the excavator to sit for me to be able to get this whole square. And then I'll need an extra space out here behind these to get these. And then as I transition north, we'll need extra space behind these. And then if we're expanding from like 2 to 4, I'll need space over here to get to this one, and then space over here so I can get to this one. So when you're dozing, you kind of got to take all that into account. gotta make sure you're leaving room for other activities. Hey, thanks, Swedish. Yeah, I just hopped on to get the dosing done and try to get my schedule right. You know, going to bed at 9 a.m. in the morning is not conducive to having a Thanksgiving cook. So, trying to get my schedule to where I'm up during the day so I can actually cook the turkey and hang out with my niece for a little while. Ah, I got you. All right, night, man. Thanks for all the support again. Myself doing it again. We don't need to doze up in here. Eat that area. Hey, Pio. You come back in the lap? Come on, sweetie. Come on, pretty girl. Yeah. That's my pretty. Oh. We'll leave you uncovered a little this time. So you can stay cool a little bit longer. That's my pretty girl. Yeah, it's definitely going to be an energy drink day. Oof. Oh. Get a case of Monster energy drink, no sugars. And they're all sour taste. I didn't realize that. I probably would have grabbed another pack. I think like one's grapefruit. I have no idea what this is. I guess it's called Zero Ultra. It's the white can. I got the blue can, and then the pink can I think is grapefruit. I don't know what the blue is. What is the blue? Ultra Fiesta. Juicy mango. The blue is juicy mango flavor into Ultra. The Ultra is what? It's supposed to be like a lighter tasting version of the standard orange. Okay, Tweety? Yeah, and the pink one is called Ultra Rosa. It's got a floral splash or floral finish. I don't know what that means. Tastes like grapefruit juice. Tastes like a grapefruit energy drink. I don't know what floral splash means. There's a red one I like that's like fruit punch. So, here, we're definitely juicing today. Started out with a little bit of Powerade mixed with one of the blue cans. I mixed that in with the Powerade. Now I'm straight Monster drink. This is why I bought a case of them, though, is because I knew I was going to be doing long days and little sleep for a while. So look, we should have enough of this top area to find out. Yeah, we're right on top of the gold. That looks nice. It's not too bad through there. That one's bad. But yeah, we're right down on top of the gold. That square hasn't registered yet, so yeah, we're right down on top of the gold. Cool. It's usually the case when you go over that flat spot area and start off on most claims, you're usually right on top of the gold. Now, if the gold's all the way to the top of the square, you don't want to do that. You can chop half the gold out of it. But most of the time, when it's like 4 meters deep, 3.5 to 4 meters deep, you're pretty good there. You might chop off a little bit of gold on a square here or there, but for the most part, you're just getting rid of the stuff that brings down the value of the gold you're mining, or the potency of what you're mining. The concentration of gold in what you're mining, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I think the dosing's going well. We got a lot to do. There was a lot more surface area to cover from last claim, which is good. It means there's more gold. fix this. See, we did the square right here, but we're actually gonna doze through here. That square is just kind of throwing me off. We would have to clear behind this square to be able to get this whole square, and then we have to doze these anyway, so we're just dozing straight through. But it's confused me when I'm dozing and I'm looking at it and I'm like, why do we got a square in the middle? And I'll dig that way too. I'll probably take that gray square, even though it's a gray square, just because it's easier to take it than to doze it in the middle. In cases like this, depending on the square too, I may abandon that square. Like, there's not a lot of gold in that square. There's not a whole lot. Like this one, I didn't even bother with this one, and I'm not going to. I would have to I would have to doze this square to get out here to pull that dirt, and I would have to doze all this stuff to be able to get around behind it. So, yeah, for one square, that's not worth it. It's like an extra 20 to 30 minutes of dozing just for like 200 ounces. In the grand scheme of things, it's not worth it. Let's back out a little bit more now that we're actually getting into dirt tall enough to where we can't see over the edge. Like this gap between the two sections, I'll come in here with the dozer and I'll doze it out. That way we're right here at this front section. want to work this edge so that we can get the full length of the front of the claim. Otherwise, we're going to get in a situation where we're going to have to work this specific area. So if we can extend this down far enough, we should need to do that. So I'm just doing a few extra channels in here to get it running more towards the front of the claim on these long sweeps. Manuel, what's up, man? Good to see you again. All right, so this one we got to be careful with because we need to leave room behind it for us to be able to get out here and dig. Oh man, that's pretty rough, dude. That stupid pandemic, man. It's cost so many lives. Yeah, my dad and stepmom got it about 6 months ago now, man. And I was just sweating it because it's taken old people pretty badly. Uh, they both did okay with it though. They had minor symptoms and they pulled through pretty well. But yeah, I mean, it's devastating the elderly population for sure. I didn't even want to go visit my mom for fear that I could bring it to her somehow. Mom, she's like, "Oh, that's nonsense. Just come on. I know you're not sick." I don't know crap. They're talking like people can carry it without showing symptoms, and I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. And it's nasty disease or nasty virus. Man, it sucks. Sorry to hear that, man. It's gonna be a long day for me. I only got about 4 hours sleep because I had to flip my schedule. So I'm gonna be pounding energy drinks and pretty much tired the whole day. Oh, I need to get my niece up. She needs to go to the store. Hang on a sec, guys. Look at the leaderboard. Y'all can see Classy catching me. Classy making a power move. Yeah, I talked to my niece. I don't think she's gonna make it to the store. I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to go myself. We need stuff for tomorrow, and I don't think she's gonna get there. So we'll finish dozing, and then I'll probably run to the store. I'll probably take like an hour, hour and a half, and then I'll come back and stream. I don't have quite enough oil for tomorrow, so we're gonna go get oil. Yeah, the supermarket sell these 3 gallon drums of oil for cooking turkeys in, and it usually takes like 3.5 to 4. No, not really. They made some changes. They now when you drill, you get nuggets as you drill, and it doesn't really stop. So you can keep getting nuggets for like I got about 430 ounces just drilling what I needed to see on Nighthawk. Uh, and it never stops. So every time you drill, you get more nuggets. Kind of silly. So no real update as far as new content, really, except for little stuff like that. I mean, they added in some wrinkles. We started on Nighthawk this season instead of Old Arnold, but yeah, not too much. No problem, man. Almost to the point where we can punch out the front here. I don't think we're quite there. We're gonna try, because why not? Yeah, there we go. This is important because this mound up front here is a pain in the butt to get through when you're trying to clean it up if you don't do this. So having this little extra, this makes this go a lot faster, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Just need to make a little turnaround area over here so I can turn around, head back the other way. So we got a little bit of dirt in the middle. Yeah, there. Rather than leave a huge wake there when we turn, I just wanted to go straight so that we don't have these huge turning wakes there. Geez, I don't think we need to get out to the side. Uh, this area is kind of weird in that you really can't get out to the side, so we'll be digging back this way. So we just really need to get the front of the square exposed. Yay! More people to ban. Banned. Delete that one too. Can do this all day. Alright, so we'll take this one more little bit over here and then we're done with this top area. Focus on the bottom area. Which is coming together pretty good. That's done right. I think we somehow ended up a little higher than when we first started, so there's a little bit of a trenching issue. You don't need to push out that way too much. Yeah. Yeah, I was supposed to wake my niece up to go to the store. She's been telling me to hit snooze. She's been basically hitting snooze for another hour. She's like, "Give me another hour. Give me another hour." I'm about to go to the store myself. I'm just gonna finish dozing, and then I'm gonna go to the store and get the rest of the stuff we need for tomorrow. I need another couple of. I need another gallon or so of oil, so I'm gonna get another 3 gallon tub of oil to fry the turkey in. Um, and then I looked. I don't have the injection I use, so I'm gonna go get some more injection. Yeah, short stream. I've been on for about 2 hours, and we're gonna do probably another hour, hour and a half, or probably another 45 minutes. So short stream now, and then I'll probably be back a couple hours after that to actually start digging. Yeah, I was gonna. She was supposed to go to the store, so I was just gonna push through and uh, stream for about 5 or 6 hours, but she's not getting up, and we gotta have the stuff. We want to have turkey tomorrow, so we'll go take care of it. And he's just one of those people that you can't you can't get her to do something. Uh, you just have to accept who she is and her capabilities. Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty late over there. Yeah, you're 7 hours ahead of me. You got like 48 minutes to actual Christmas Day. What time is it for our guys in New Zealand? I see it's coming, Jack. Time, New Zealand. Yeah, it's 11:14 their time on Christmas morning. So for Matt and Brandon, it's already Christmas Day. Oh, you celebrate Christmas on the 24th? Wow. So your Christmas is, if you're in Denmark, I'm assuming that's why you brought that up. Your Christmas is almost over. Ah, awesome. Now I know how Santa Claus gets it done. Yeah, several countries that I guess celebrate it early. He can get his round in. Yeah, I used to mess with my brother. I used to go visit my brother for Christmas every year. And when my other niece, not the one that lives with me, but the one that still lives at home, uh, when she was like 4 or 5, we were putting out cookies and milk for Christmas. So I convinced her that Santa Claus liked these nasty cookies. And they were like, I want to say they were like banana chip uh, nut cookies or something. They were pretty horrible. Uh, Chuck convinced her that Santa Claus loved these cookies and loved almond silk milk and all kinds of weird crap. So she put out the nasty cookies and the almond silk milk for my brother or for Santa, and my brother had to eat them because he's like, well, I gotta eat them because there's got to be crumbs on the plate. It's got to look like they were eaten. I was like, yeah, that's why I did it. He poured the milk out though. He's like, I can't drink this. And then he ended up crumbling up pieces of cookie and leaving them on the plate because the cookies were so nasty. And he's laughing at me. Uh, I was like, nah, man, you gotta eat them. He's like, nah, I'm not eating that. It's like, you suck. Haha. And the whole time I'm telling my niece this, he's just looking at me like, I'm gonna kill you. It's funny. Tried one. They're not bad if you soak them in the soap milk. I don't like soap milk. Uh, yeah. I knew this girl that would only drink that stuff, and uh, she threw a tantrum one time when she ran out of it. And I, I was like, talk to the hand, go away. I can't deal with you. She was a strict vegetarian. I don't think she was actually like a vegetarian for like a lot of the conscious reasons that people are vegetarians. Like there are people who are vegetarians that they have like a true belief in what they're doing, and then there are people that are just like, oh, I'm a vegetarian, without the moral and ethical reasons for being a vegetarian. I've dated a lot of vegetarians. This chick didn't want to tell me she was a vegetarian, so I took her to a steakhouse, and then I found out she was a vegetarian. I was so mad. I was like, I wouldn't have gone to a steakhouse if you'd told me you were a vegetarian. At some point, you should have said, hey, I'm a vegetarian. Let's not go to a steakhouse. Yeah. Yeah, it's a sad fact of life. I was born a carnivore and I will die a carnivore. Vegetarians have so many weird dietary constraints, like not just on the food that they eat, but they also have to take vitamins vitamin supplements to help with the stuff they don't get from uh, not eating meat. They have to take like protein supplements and all kinds of weird shit to do it right. And it's like I'll just eat snake things. I know it sucks. You know that this animal was born and raised and for the whole purpose of being killed, but you know the whole planet's like that. It's a circle of life. All right, Dex, takes it easy, man. Merry Christmas again. One last time. Yeah, we're way over on dozing today. It's taking a long time. We're like 2.5 hours just on the doze. There's a lot of surface area. We're almost done with the dozing part. Outer cog is destroyed. No. Oh, we're so close. Alright, let's fix it. Piece of junk. Alright. Equipment store. Parts. Let's go with a reinforced inner cog and 3 reinforced outer cogs. Let's see if we can limp this thing over there. Trying to be lazy. I don't want to make 4 trips for 4 different cogs. So if we can get it over by the cell pad at least, we just throw the cells, the broke pieces in the thing and put the new ones on. What you doing, Pale Whale? She's like cleaning her paw or something, but she's licking the outside of my shirt at the same time. Like you're talking about me. Hi, Tweety. Oh, I ain't so hot so fast. Oh. You lay right there, really? She's kind of slumped across the armrest between me and the keyboard. Yes, you did. You're such a schmo. Such a schmo. All right, well, there goes that. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it too much further. Heck with it. Let's sell the whole dump truck, the whole dozer, and get a new one. I kid. All right. Let's do this. It's only about 400 bolts. 401, but who's counting? You know, I wonder if what's keeping me from getting the replacement part achievement is I've never replaced this cover. I think I've replaced every other part. Not the bulldozer. I was just kidding about selling that. I bought a drill earlier. I'm pretty sure I bought the drill and then I was thinking I'd rented it and I sold it. Um, so I sold a brand new drill. Oh well. I don't know that you should really ever buy a drill. Too many parts that break on it anyway. Okay, PL. He's ever stretched out on the bed. Alright, reinforced parts. Tightening them up. Oh, wrong way. Is it me or is it, are these counter thread? It looks like it's spinning backwards. You know, the whole lefty loosey righty tighty thing. It looks like it's going left. Hmm. Alright, reinforced cogs in place. Not too bad. I think that took about 5 minutes. We're gonna do something real quick we forgot to do. Um, Still can't get out? Man, you're killing me. There, now I can get out. I want to see how much these things cost. Prices are going to keep going up, so we probably should buy them before the day takes again if we're going to do it. It'd be 1.3 just for those. We're just going to continue to rent them for the rest of this time. It's the price is getting way too high up there to make it worthwhile. I say that we need to smelt this stuff. Hi, Pio. Coming in. Oh. Oh. That's a cool Christmas tree. I was driving through the middle of nowhere when I went to see my mom, and they had a town Christmas tree, and it was leaning over to the left, and the star was all crooked, and I was like, "That's awesome," because it's just real. It's not like perfect, you know. The world is all about chasing perfection, and that was just real. That's 1.3. Those are 700. That's 600. What's the rental cost on these? Just curious. Yeah, we really need to buy these because I'm pretty sure these are a large part of our rental costs. All right, yeah, we're 1.94. Let's transport the gravel pumps we have and the reinforced trommel that we have to Old Arnold. So when we buy these, we can go to Old Arnold and sell the rentals. I should have done it a couple days ago, but I was being slack. Move the excavator out of the way. Of course, there's something in the middle of the way of the door. Who wouldn't there be? And you can't really see the consoles. I guess there's some kind of indicator in there. I'm just not sure what it is. I didn't know we'd hit that. My bad. You know there was a fence post there. Alright, so the only rented piece we have left is the Glacier Creek, and we'll replace that next time we tear apart the claim. Next time we reset the claim. We got a worker, I never looked to see what it was, so we're gonna check on it right now. Trauma. Yay, thanks. Thanks a lot, dudes. So like our 2 ounce for a season. Isn't that awesome? Just putting in my 2 ounces worth. Alright. Har, I get it, yeah. Alright, back to dosing. If we'd done that after the dosing, the price would have gone up even more and we'd have paid rent for it, and I don't know that we'd have been able to afford it. So that's one reason I wanted to get it done now. So we'd have paid another 45,000 for the equipment. Yes, the only other thing besides the Glacier Creek that we'll need to buy that we don't need right now is we'll need 2 more Franks. At least 2 more Franks. I'll probably buy a second. I'll probably buy 3 more Franks and another excavator. Eventually, at some point. Alright, so we need more space behind this square right here. I think a couple more passes will probably be there. And then I've got to get to this door because my niece is not going to do it. It's good because I should probably eat something. Good news is this is because we're going to have to cut in this front 3 wide. We won't need to create room to expand behind it, so we won't need to open up squares to the south of this. Last time I was trying to cut in the front, it was snowing. Oh man, it was frozen. I was trying to keep it defrosted while I was cutting in. It was horrible. Yeah, that's plenty of room behind that square for the excavator. We just need to worry about this now. I think this pass and the next pass back will probably correct that problem though. There's almost enough with this pass. So the pass back should fully fix that problem. Where there's plenty of space for an excavator behind the square. Yeah, it's pretty close now. Another pass will definitely make it good. It should be good enough. All right, we're renting a dozer on the other claim, so that's about 4,000, and then the rest, I think it's. I don't know, it's 20 or 30,000 for the Glacier Creek. I guess we'll find out. But we should be down to around 50,000 payout for rent, or less. It's got to be less. Must be only about 20,000 for the Glacier Creek right now. So yeah, we'd be down to about 40,000 total payout. If I collected magnetite, we'd make enough magnetite to pay for that in no time. One bucket of magnetite would take care of that. We at least get like 2 a day. I'm not going back to collecting magnetite, but just to give you a point of emphasis, if you collected the magnetite and sold it, it would pay for your rental in that case. Alright, that should be good enough. Smooth this out a little. Alright. There's not a whole lot I really want to fix here. Some of the stuff where we start to turn up front gets really ugly. We'll go through and try to smooth some of that out. Not really sure how that gets off like that. I mean, you're basically just holding reverse and all of a sudden it turns on you. Alright, I think one more major pass will do it. There's still a little bit high. Channels are like right through there. Just want to take care of those. Excavator can handle the medium stuff, but the high stuff kind of gets nasty. Alright, I think one more pass will get it. I'm worried about the stuff out here because the stuff out here is going to be gone. Stuff out in front of the squares, we're going to be digging all that out, so it's all going to be gone. I'm more worried about this stuff right here. I hear my niece moving about. Maybe she is going shopping. Which case, game on. No. I might just go with her. Yeah, 30,000. So we're total 53 right now. It's a lot better than 175 we're paying. Let's just drive this out the front for now in case we need it. Put it up here for now. I don't think we will. What time is it? 5 o'clock. Hang on, I'm gonna pause real quick. Let's look at the leaderboard. I'm gonna talk to my niece real quick. I think she's actually like trying to get ready. She was in the other room when I called her. She left her phone in the other room. I'll wait for her to call back. Let's see. Workers is not what I wanted to do. Transport. We need our excavator. That over. Our brand new excavator. We own this one though. This is our excavator. We own it. It belongs to us. Man, my stomach's going crazy. Nope. Peanut trying to get covered up. Alright. In we go. I had the brake on. The excavator started sliding down the hill. I was like, why am I so tight here? It's because the excavator was sliding down the hill. See a little. Kind of digging at an angle because the excavator slid. I have to, we can reach it still. And the excavator slid, so we're digging off sequence. Back up a little. I need to get those teeth out. Those teeth are what opens it up. That's exactly how I got pulled in. There's a fine angle when you're 90 degrees to the face. That can't really get the teeth in. If you're like 85, you can still get the teeth in and you can still dig. But if you're exactly perpendicular to the face, yeah, it's hard as it's almost, I won't say impossible because I've done it. It just takes a long time. You basically just gotta scrape the surface until you can get a better bite. Now that we can get the teeth in, because we're not perpendicular to it, we can, you know, start chunking the wall. I know this very well because I used to dig from the bottom, not like this. Kind of like this. Try my niece again. And I continue to dig. I'm just gonna call her. Mute me while I call her. I think the dog approves. Yeah, I gotta go. I got about 10 more minutes, and then I gotta get going. If I go, my niece will get going. If I don't go, my niece will procrastinate until the last minute, and then she won't make it. I know her. So, 10 more minutes, and then I'm going. How close are we to the boundary? We're not really even that close, honestly. you have a better way to do this, I'm all ears. I tried it with a front loader a million times, but on this, uh, on this incline, that front loader is a pain in the butt to work with. Let's get an over top view because I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, invisible dirt. We're getting closer. Alright, well, we'll have to pick this up when I get back because I gotta go. Alright, we'll be hitting the stream back up a little bit later. Take one last look at the leaderboard. Classy's catching up, putting in a pretty good effort today. Hopefully we can get some digging in. We only gotta dig in and then set up the plant and then get running, so shouldn't be too much longer after I get back. Probably another 30-40 minutes getting this done, and probably another 30-40 minutes for the plant, and then we should be running. Should be gone about an hour and a half for those keeping track, and then I'll be back. We will catch you all later. For those of you going to sleep, Merry Christmas, and to all a good night. I'll be back. Bob Work out.